Now then, Scott, something of a kind of quirky oddity, this one.
Yeah.
From a distance, I think it's just a decanter of something. But on closer inspection, we can see it's a Glenturret, distilled 1987, bottled from cask number 558. But crucially, one of only 3.
Wow. Yeah, it's not giving much away. Not giving much away at all, but excited to see what's going on in here.
Yeah, this one, I believe it's been in the cask for 29 years,
Wow.
give or take. So, I mean, we can only speculate as to why there's only 3. My guess is probably it's kind of the remnants of a cask they used for something else. And we thought, oh, we've only got 2 litres left sloshing about, we can bottle that.
Letting nothing go to waste.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Scottish way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. This one is bottled at 49.4%, which I probably assume is cask strength.
Yeah,
After nearly 3 decades, obviously the strength does drop in the cask.
Yep.
But other than that, as you say, not many details given. Is Glenturret a whiskey you've tried a couple of times before?
Yeah, a few times. I do like Glenturret whenever I've came across it. I've seen a bit of it in indie bottlings as well. But as I say, never when we brought this bottle out, I've never seen it before in my life. I was quite excited to taste it. But yeah, obviously just been bought over by Laurie as well. So some quite interesting things going on at the distillery itself. With I think they just got a Michelin star actually.
First distillery that has a Michelin starred restaurant.
Very
on
cool.
The site, aiming for a 2nd star apparently. So yeah, good on them. I think it must be a really interesting time for Glenturret. Obviously for years they were known as the spiritual home of famous grouse, and I'd imagine 99% of what we produced was just flung into the grouse blends. But as you say, recently bought over by Laurie, who've done countless collaborations with Macallan. Kind of poached Ken Greer, who was the creative director at Macallan.
Right.
The kind of former master blender at Macallan is now at Glenturret. So you can see
Exciting
what
times
direction
ahead,
you can see who they want to be. I think obviously a brand like Macallan have taken years and years to get to that stage. And I don't think Glenturret can catch up overnight. But that definitely seems to be the direction they're heading in. But this expression should be very interesting to try. Obviously 29-year-old anything is always interesting. So yeah, without further ado, shall we
let's do
open it up and give it a taste?
Definitely. Had quite a lot of chat about bottles today. I do like that bottle.
Right, there we go. Right, so Glenturret, in terms of their kind of house style, distillery character, is there anything that is sort of a hallmark?
I associate them with European oak and sherry, but I don't know if that's just myself. But that is in the typical, the styles I've had of it, that's what comes to mind straight away. This looks slightly lighter, but I'm getting even just when you took the lid off there, the smell is here.
It's a very
it's with us.
pleasant aroma. I think Glenturret is, I don't know, one of those distilleries that I've always sort of struggled to pinpoint. If someone says, what does Glenturret taste like? You're like, oh, it's kind of a bit of this and a bit of that. But
that is probably, as you say, in relation to, they were essentially a workhorse for a number of years producing for grouse and other blends. But we're seeing a bit more of that now with the new ownership. And but I as I say, I would associate with European oak, but had that richer style. But that could just be the Glenturrets I've came across.
I think it's very, obviously the Highlands region is huge and very very varied, but for me the sort of stereotypical Highland malt, there's a lot of overlap with what Glenturret produce. It's not, I've had a few of them and they've all been quite good. I'm yet to find Glenturret that I think that is absolutely
quite good.
knockout.
Quite good's all right though.
I mean, I'm quite a grumpy so-and-so, so quite good, like glowing praise in my book. But yeah, maybe this could be the one that, changes my life and makes me the #1 Glenturret fan.
Oh, it's smelling fantastic. It's definitely, I actually get a lot of American oak there. It's quite vanilla forward, almost peachy as well.
Yeah, lots of kind of soft fruits. I'm not picking up much, as you say, kind of European oak, which you often associate with Glenturret. There's not much, I would say, much spiciness. It's all quite mellow and creamy, actually.
Yeah, very creamy. And again, for almost being 50%, not picking it up, but that's obviously associated with the age.
It smells beautiful. Pretty inviting. So we'll give this a little try and see what else reveals itself.
Again, it's a classic older American oak matured whiskey, like classic whiskey. Well balanced, slight bit of sweetness, but more leaning towards that vanilla forward as opposed to the kind of you might get from a PX cask or a Oloroso cask.
Yeah,
the finish is actually quite short.
Yeah, it is quite abrupt. It sort of dissipates quite quick. It's a nice drop. Clean. I think if I gave you that completely blind and didn't give me the full build-up of 29 years old, single cask, 1 of 3, nice decanter, what do you think your reaction
It's a great point. I wouldn't think along the lines of something like Glenfiddich 18 type vibe. It's pleasant, it's lovely, it's nice, but if blind, I definitely wouldn't think it was a Glenturret, but I think it would just be it's a classic, well put together, balanced Scottish whisky, which is absolutely fine. But I don't think it has anything of a unique quality that would make you want to shout from the rooftops about it. But very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I think given blind, I don't know. I'd say like grumpiness, but that could be any whiskey, any generic single malt.
Just classic. But definitely like it's not harsh and it's not. It's comforting.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's like kind of frustration with Glenturret is that even after I'm still struggling to define what Glenturret tastes like. It's almost as if the whiskey they produce is like a blank canvas, and to give it character and to give it something, you need to either put it in European oak or just do something kind of creative with it.
That's definitely why though it's done so well in blended whiskey because of it's strong. It gives you a good flavour profile. Probably used as a topper. If you've got a blend that's not particularly doing well, load it with some fairly decent aged Glenturret and it'll be fine. It'll make it. But as you say, drinking it on its own, it's just good. I would share it. I would share it with someone and say, "Well, this is
that
nice,
a good thing?" But I would offload it to somebody I don't really like.
But I wouldn't. I wouldn't toast a big occasion with it. But if you came over, we could drink.
Thanks very much.
It'd be fine. But I wouldn't. You know what I mean? More casual drinking. But that doesn't really match the bottle and the 29-year-old and the one of only 3. You know, so I'm trying to say that it's fine, but it's also okay.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I think, it feels like a missed opportunity for me.
Do you feel slightly let down?
I do a bit actually. Okay. But you can't win them all. It's
You seem disappointed.
I'm very disappointed. I think Glenturret's a funny one because I feel like, for the majority of distilleries, if I said, can you think of somebody who has this as one of their favourite distilleries? You go through, Glenfiddich, Macallan, even lesser known ones like Longmorn, Craigellachie, and you think, oh, so-and-so likes that, or my mate, he likes it. I can't think of anybody who would rate Glenturret in their top 10 distilleries.
I think that's fair.
It's nothing wrong with it, but probably fairly forgettable from my point of view.
Fair enough.
But oh well, let's move on and try something else.
Perfect.
Well, cheers to mediocrity.
Cheers.